Greetings everyone, Alpha Magnus here. Just got a little bit different of a video here. I've kind of ran out of new figures coming in for a bit until the pre-orders show up. So I'm gonna be filling those times with ones that I didn't do videos for prior to this. First off, we're gonna start with the Star Wars set. This is very Clone Wars, end of Clone Wars, I guess. And I do have this figure here, which is actually from The Mandalorian. I do kind of want some of the Mandalorian figures as well, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go that route. But I did want one Ahsoka, and I wanted to. There's an aesthetic that I'm kind of going for, and this fitted. So this is the. I think this was literally Mandalorian season 2. Well, I'm blanking on the actress. Why can't it? Rosario Dawson. It's her version of Ahsoka, a little less teen, a lot less skimpy clothing. But I did like this figure. I don't believe she came with anything else. This was the start of the decline of Black Series, in my opinion, and we'll go into further on that. This is pretty good. It gives her a little more of like a samurai feel than the rest. These, I don't have stands for these yet. I will be putting those up on my Patreon soon. Probably going to start with like an Imperial and a Jedi one and move on from there. Next up is Ricka. He is one of my favorites of the Bad Batch characters. One big thing that is that none of these have double elbows, which is a Black Series, I won't say failure, but definitely not one of my favorite things. I'm pretty sure I have all the accessories for these guys. Don't know where Omega's weapon went, but I'm sure I've got it around here somewhere. So he comes with a gun and then a knife. The knife does have a place to go. Or do you know what? Yeah, this one, maybe the knife on this one didn't come out, and that was why I was having issues. Nope, it did. It just got glued in there. It's just always what you want, so it ripped off part of it. I don't care there. This is their season 1, I believe. Look, they get some color in season 2, so I'm sure they're just gonna repaint them because they're like nothing different. The main thing that I did like about this set in particular, well, there's two things. Not every weapon doesn't have a place to store, which bothers me. Secondly, the trade-off for that is that you do get a helmet that actually comes off of the figure. And this is, I always forget how to pronounce it, Temuera Morrison, the guy who plays Boba Fett and who played Jango Fett and whatnot. This is Wrecker in that filter. So they look realistic, but they're also given that stuff, and the helmet fits on there beautifully. This is kind of like a soft shell here. Backpack's not the greatest. They do use backpacks, so I might have to 3D print a Gonk droid because I kind of want one. I do plan on doing a Wrecker cosplay eventually. If you're into that sort of thing, check out my. I don't have a cosplay channel. I just have a set on here of cosplay videos that I'm featured in, which is always cool. Next we've got Echo. He is the only one of the team that isn't a, he's a reg, is what they call him. So he's just a regular clone trooper who had his, in the show, had his inhibitor chip or whatever they called it, taken out early. So that's why he's got this Lobot looking head here. His is cool. He's got like this hacking screwdriver thing. He does come with a single gun, tiny one here, and then of course his backpack. He's kind of like the maybe a communications officer / hacker. It is yet again that same Boba Fett head, modified. Probably the least accurate in my opinion. I think they went a little too far, but he does have it where you can pop other things on here and go for it. So he's got, you know, like the robot hand. And then his helmet pops apart so that you can do this sliding gimmick. I don't usually even close it because I like to have it available if I want. Next up is Tech. Tech comes with another tiny gun. I think this is one of the ones where they didn't give him a place to put the gun, which really irritated me. He does come with these smaller tools, which were cool. They do fit on there. He's kind of like he's their tech expert. Weird. He does do the communications as well, which is a little weird. I do like how this folds down over that, like it does in the show. And then when you pop his head off, the problem is he doesn't have his goggles there. So I might have to look into like a third party or something. I'm sure someone sells something on there, but you will see a little bit of the schmutz on his nose from that. His is actually really good because they kind of nerded up that actor. I think the most accurate one might be Wreckers when it comes to that. But I usually keep them with the helmets on, so I don't really mind it. He looks kind of like a speeder bike trooper. I don't remember what they're called. The ones on Endor. I did like that, how each one of these kind of had their own little look. That's kind of specified that. Now, there are like two or three versions of, I think there's 2 versions of Crosshair. I just wanted his Bad Batch looking Crosshair. He made his choice. He went with the Empire spoilers. So there's an Imperial version as well. It's pretty cool. You can stick his he actually has it where you can stick that in here. I can't remember if there was anything that was supposed to go in that. He does have a little gun. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I try to keep all this stuff together, but you will lose stuff eventually. That's the way of the world. Oh, I didn't take his helmet off. So his helmet, and this is probably the best thing about these guys, is that you can take all their helmets off. His is real cool. I like the way his looks. Doesn't really have a lot of the original actor in it, but it is definitely Crosshair with his tattoo eye thing as the sniper. His story is probably the most neat out of all of them. He does have the Mandalorian looking fold down there. I can't remember how this hooks in here. I thought it went this way. Whatever. It's a little cold in here, so things fall off. And finally, we've got Anta. Now, I have this extra blaster here, and I don't remember what I got it from. If you know what this is from, it looks like the ones that come with the other guys, but I can't remember if one of them came with 2 or what. I don't have the boxes around. I'm pretty sure I still kept the boxes, but I don't know where they are. So, here's Hunter, though. He does have, he has a knife he's got right here. So that's cool. Little blade holder there. A lot of them have they have these backpacks, but the backpacks don't hold anything. So that's a little annoying. Pop his head off. Yeah. As I said, they kind of all have somewhat of a look, but man, that Wrecker is the one that looks most like the actor. Whereas this guy probably should just look like him, straight up. maybe a little thinner. He does have his tattoo thing, which I'd love if they'd explain that, because that always weirds me out. Like, these guys all got tattoos and stuff. Like, where'd they get them from? Give us that one-off episode. Don't give us weird one-off episodes where they're fighting kaiju robots and stuff. I do like the current. I like the last season of Bad Batch. This next one's a little weird. They keep doing a lot of one-offs, and I'm not into that. I would rather have them do cool stuff than that. We've got up next. I took his hat off. Cad Bane here. This is, I believe, the Clone Wars version. That's why I kept it. There's slight differences on, I think he's got like a chest plate on the Book of Boba Fett version. But I kind of am going, as I said, for Clone Wars. So I just kept it as is. Kind of bummer. I don't believe any of the Cad Banes have come out with his little buddy. I can't remember what that little droid's name is, but oh, that's the other reason. The head on mine is like, doesn't really hold this very well. He does a lot of bendy plastics that scare me, because eventually those are going to break. No swappable hands, as most Star Wars ones do have, but we do have the, he does have guns and gun holding hands, so he can shoot Boba Fett in the head, dent his helmet. Yeah. Come on, get in there. Get in there, mate. There you go. There you go. And it's pretty cool. I like that they brought him into the live action. It is pretty nice. He does have the jetpacks and whatnot on his feet. Cad Bane's a weird character, and I had an argument with someone because I was like, oh, he's not dead. They're like, yes, he's dead. That's why his chest was beeping at the end. I'm like, no, that's probably like a transponder that's telling his robot buddy to come save him or something. Like, they don't kill off characters like that. You're never dead in Star Wars. All right, and then we've got this one. I missed out on, I really wasn't collecting these, so I missed out on the Obi-Wan and Anakin. Those are the only other two that I really want. I'd probably buy a Dooku. I did not really like the other one, but these are specifically the animated Clone Wars versions. So this is not Attack of the Clones or any of the prequels. It is specifically the Clone Wars animated version into real life here. So they just use probably a Samuel L. Jackson head, which this is like my 4th Samuel L. Jackson figure, so that's a little strange. They do have basic articulations here and there. I don't think this has a boot cut. I believe the bodies are pretty much all the same for the most part, but they have this Jedi armor, which I love. And in all honesty, if I ever did a Jedi costume, I'd probably do that, because that's cool. He's got basic articulation. This one came out last year, so I actually just saw one maybe a week ago at a Walmart, so you can still find this one. I gotta hunt down those other two, because I really want those two. And as I said, probably a Dooku. Not really too. I don't even know if there is a Dooku specifically for this. I would hope there would be, but who knows. Mace is a cool dude. And then we got this last one. So as I said, there is a missing bow somewhere that goes to there. Why is it not there? So this is probably the only one that I'll pick up if they do a second season. Why does it keep doing that? Now I'm forgetting her name. I literally just said it minutes ago. Anyway, this is her her like never-ending story child look from the first chunk of the show. At the end, she finds her bow and arrow off of some guys. I should probably rewatch that first season again. But here we go. Why am I forgetting her name? It's Omega. Yeah. So she is a clone of the same as the others, but the cloners decided to try to tweak some DNAs on some of these folks, and she is the youngest of them, not bred to be an adult immediately, that kind of a thing. I really like this idea. It's pretty neat, but that character, she came with this and then like a little weird buddy, and I'm pretty sure I left that guy in the box because I did not want to lose it, and then I probably lost. I know I have that arrow somewhere because I saw it maybe about a month ago. That's how my life goes right now. Yeah, and I don't have a box of Star Wars stuff out, so I will not be finding that this video. I love the way these guys all look. They've introduced other characters in this show, Sid, and I can't remember what Wanda Sykes' character is. They keep introducing characters, and they're not very toyetic, I guess is the way to put it. So, do I want to get... I probably am going to try to hunt down that Imperial Crosshairs just for whatever, but everybody else, like, if they release second versions, they're not really that much different. It's like they have different Power Ranger colors, essentially, is how they do it. They change their outfit a little bit to make it a little different. I'm probably going to pick up a regular Mando, but I kind of feel like that's one of those ones where if I buy one every time, I'm going to be disappointed because I want the finished Mando with all silver armor and stuff. I know that's what they're doing. They're just slowly going to build it up here. To do a little bit of comparison though, here's a Power Rangers figure, the latest one that I got. These are 6-inch. So if you look a little bit smaller, like 5 3/4 inch scale. And then of course here is the Hudson from Gargoyles, standing over here with Wrecker towering over him as he should. So I am very happy with that. These figures are pretty well scaled together in that aspect. I'm trying to think if I got any other ones. Recent acquisitions. Oh, here I can show you this guy. This is that same actor, but I made, since this head sculpt was terrible, I made it Detective Lubick. So this is like a 6-inch Marvel Legends scaled character that I kind of tossed together with a bunch of different things. Here's a shirtless Gung Ho from Classified series, and you can see he's towers over everybody because it's that was terrible. Sorry about that. He is Gung Ho after all, so he is a monster of a man, and that's it. That is all of them. That is the group that I have thus far. I probably will get a Thrawn if they come out with one of those for this Clone Wars-y type thing. I like the animated characters in realistic-esque pictures, I guess. I don't know, like depictions of them. So that's pretty much it. Expect more videos like this. I've got tons of extra things, and I might jump into other smaller collections that aren't quite as big as like my Transformers. Transformers, currently I have 10 bins of unboxed Transformers that I got to go through, figure out what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep, because I got a lot of stuff. But these are the smaller bits. It's funny, I don't own a Luke Skywalker really. I think I might have one that I got for a custom, but like I don't specifically own those for those, but I do have the entire, actually right here. I have those guys, which I did a video on. So check that out on my channel. Please like, subscribe, comment. If you want to check out any of my other stuff, check out my link tree in my bio. And if you want to support, just head on to Patreon. My Patreon's like $1 or $5. I'm working through that right now, but that's where I'm going to offer STL files for people who have 3D printers, so you can make things like the dog tag stands to hold up your G.I. Joes and other figures. As I said, I'm going to be doing Star Wars next. And that's it. Please like, subscribe, comment. Until next time, I'm Alpha Magnus. These are toys.